What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to look into another penny stock in the form of Healthier Choices Management Corp, ticker symbol HCMC. We're going to cover three main topics today. The first of these being an overview of who HCMC actually are and what they do. We will then have a look at the current share price and see if I believe if it's over or undervalued. And thirdly, we'll have a look at some interesting news articles that can act as catalysts for this company going forward. Just before we get into all of that, again, it goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor and you need to do your own due diligence before you invest any of your hard-earned capital. And with all that being said, let's dive right into today's video. Firstly, if you don't know who HCMC are, they are a holdings company which focuses on providing consumers with healthier daily choices with respect to nutrition and other lifestyle alternatives. It operates through the following segments: grocery and vapor. HCMC focus on three main categories. We can see here their intellectual property, their healthier choice markets, and their vape store make up their top three kind of sources of income. So it's no surprise that HCMC has gained a lot of attention over the last week or so. We can see that they're currently trading at 0.0043 cent per share, and they're up over 59% in the last week. This time last week, we can see here they were trading at about 0.0017 cent per share. So they're after going up nearly 60% in a week, which is very interesting to see. I also find very interesting is on the broker I use, which is Trading 2 and 2. You can have a max amount of shares per single order of 500,000. So that only equates to about $2,150 overall you can buy at any one time. There's three mini points here as well. Their CEO is currently Jeffrey Holman. They're in the consumer defensive sector, with their industry being grocery stores. There's just one kind of more bit of fundamental analysis I want to go through before we look at some catalysts in terms of news. Now, it's kind of worth knowing that HCMC owns intellectual property comprised of patents both in the US and Canada. You can also see that these patents focus around safer vaping technology and synthetic or imitation nicotine compositions. One thing I definitely like about HCMC is their diversification. We can see here in this article that they have Ada's Natural Market, which is an 18,000 square foot grocery store. They then have the likes of 3 Paradise Health and Nutrition stores and also 9 vape stores. And what I also like about this article is that they're always increasing their diversification and always looking into different markets to improve healthier living. Now, when it comes to catalysts for HCMC, two kind of come to mind straight off the bat. The first of these is that they raised $5 million in equity capital, which we will discuss further in this video. And also I want to discuss the update on the lawsuit with Philip Morris International. Firstly, that $5 million in equity capital was made from selling shares in Class D to institutional investors. Now, that gave the institutional investors a premium of 150% over the closing price from the stock on Friday. Also interesting enough, and we'll go into this later as well, is in terms of Wall Street bets might have something to do with this. But we can see here that the trading volumes of HCMC were greater than 1.3 billion shares compared to average daily use of this volume of 560 million shares. So that's over double what it usually trades on any given day, which is certainly a huge increase. Now, this extra large trading activity might just be well due to Reddit with Wall Street bets, which we have seen in recent weeks with such companies as GameStop and Nike as well. And we can see on screen here that this has kind of got to do with the lawsuit that was the end of last year, but however it started to populate again at the start or the middle of last month, and when it was put on that forum, trading activity certainly started to increase. So on screen here we can see that the lawsuit was filed last November, but it got serious traction from the Reddit community Wall Street Bets, which picked it up towards the end of January, and trading volumes hit 3 billion shares after it was shared within the Reddit community on January 26th. For those of you that do not know or aren't aware of the Philip Morris International lawsuit, it's basically HCMC are suing them for patent infringement, and the lawsuit was back in November 2020, but again it's picking up steam due to the Reddit penny stocks users. Also, they can see here that the interest in the company, the reason that a lot of people have been investing in this company and why it's become of interest on Reddit as well, is because they believe that HCMC could win this lawsuit against PM, effectively really kind of cashing in terms of share increase as well. So this lawsuit could have a huge affect both positive or negative on HCMC depending on the outcome. The lawsuit is over the patent of the 170 with its IQOS tobacco vapor product, and we can go over here to Reddit, and they have some very good ideas and reasons why, after doing their own due diligence, that this stock could eventually reach the $1 plus mark. So after reading through this Reddit article, firstly I can say it's very well put together, and in summary the kind of reasons why they feel that this stock could go above the $1 mark, there's kind of four main reasons. The first of these is the lawsuit could be worth up to 1.5 to 1.7 billion for HCMC if they win the case. Second case they give as well is that PM wants to avoid court at all costs as is bad publicity, effectively giving HCMC a favour here, as PM will kind of just want to get us out of the way if they can. There's also the possibility of PM buying HCMC, which would effectively drive up the price as well, as PM are such an established company. And finally, there won't be a reverse stock split, as the CEO currently owns a staggering 11 billion shares in HCMC. So in summary, it's kind of clear to see that although HCMC is only trading at about 1/4 cent per share, this lawsuit with PM is really kind of going to be the breaking point in terms of the short medium term for this company. Again, as I said already, that this lawsuit could be worth between $1.5 to $1.7 billion for a company, and for a company as small as HCMC, a lawsuit like this could have massive implications. And like many of the penny stocks I currently look into, a lot of them have a lot of kind of innovation and potential. The majority of the kind of penny stocks I currently look at are either in clean energy or kind of improving the economy or health or even the overall environment, such as today with the health more so in clean eating and vaping. So I do feel that companies like this do have a lot of potential down the line, but again, because it's only trading at 1/4 cent per share, there is certainly a lot of room for it to either kind of go up in value or else kind of crash and burn, as I believe like time will tell with these kind of penny stocks. And in my own personal opinion, I actually might dabble in this company, albeit only a few €100 at the start, as I do feel that there is a lot of potential, and again, it really does boil down to if they win this lawsuit or not. And with all that being said, that kind of brings the end to today's video. We had a brief overview of who HCMC are, we had a look at their current share price and the catalysts that can drive this price up in the coming weeks and months. If you found this video anyway helpful or interesting, it'd be much appreciated if you consider liking the video, and as always, if you're new around here, it'd be much appreciated as well if you consider subscribing to the channel, as we have now hit the 800 subscriber mark and are currently on 806. If you have any questions, comments, queries or suggestions, please don't hesitate to comment below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks very much guys, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video.